Hey Jump Warriors, it's SuperHollers and welcome back to the What If series. Before we start, I just wanted to let you guys know that this series has gotten so popular on the channel that I've decided to keep it running, so expect a lot more of these in the future. So get ready for more content and let's start the video. Last time, Goku was able to defeat King Piccolo with his Wrath form, and he did the same to Piccolo Jr. during the World Martial Arts Tournament, winning the tournament once again and marrying Chi-Chi right after. However, this happy ending didn't quite last, as the Saiyan pod crash landed on Earth and a single man came out of the pod. This man, as we all should know, is called Raditz, and he is Goku's brother. Raditz has come to the planet searching for Goku to recruit him. Knowing his objective, Raditz uses his scouter to find the highest power levels on the planet. His scouter picks up two huge signatures, which leads him to encountering Piccolo, as events play out here the same as in the original story. Realizing Piccolo isn't Kakarot, Raditz goes to the next place with the highest power level, and this time he finds Goku on Roshi's island along with his friends and son. When he meets them, they have the same conversation in the main story, and events all play the same until Raditz decides to try and kidnap Gohan as a threat. Seeing his son being kidnapped, Goku sees that talking will no longer work and enters his Wrath form. While in his Wrath form, Raditz sees Goku's power level goes up by 10 times his original. Goku then attacks Raditz with a punch that breaks his Saiyan armor and stuns the Saiyan so much that it nearly knocks him out, as he is left screaming in agony on the floor. With Raditz down, Goku saves his son and warns Raditz to get off the planet or that he'll kill him here. Raditz curses Goku out, but even he knows that he doesn't stand a chance against Goku at the moment, and temporarily retreats. Since Raditz is gone and Gohan is safe, Goku reverts back to his base form and knows that since Raditz came attempting to recruit him, then he may bring more Saiyans even stronger than him. Kami, as the Guardian of Earth, confirms this through telepathy with Piccolo, since he had heard Raditz's plans before escaping Earth. Kami now has a plan, so he tells everyone to meet up at Kami's lookout so they can receive training that will prepare them for the Saiyans. With the Earth in danger, Goku convinces Chi-Chi to let Gohan train so that the boy will at least be able to defend himself if need be. Now that Goku has Chi-Chi's approval, he heads to the lookout with Gohan and his friends. When they all arrived, they were surprised to see that Piccolo was there with Kami. Kami explains that Piccolo is helping them because the Saiyans are too big of a threat, and that they'll need all the help they can get. However, before the Guardian Earth continues with the explanation, he moves on to a different matter. He tells Goku to come with him, as he got approval from King Yama to allow Goku to train with King Kai. Excited that he'll be able to get even stronger, Goku agrees and he is sent to the Otherworld with Kami. After arriving in the Otherworld, Goku is led to Snake away and his journey begins. While Goku is heading off to King Kai, the rest of the Z-Warriors start their training with Kami. This training also includes Gohan, but Piccolo stays out of it as he gets better results alone. Although Gohan trained with the Z-Warriors, Gohan felt bad for Piccolo since he was always alone, so he would sometimes try to go and talk to Piccolo, but then Namekian usually just ignored him. Eventually, Piccolo started talking back to the boy, and it got to the point where he chose to train Gohan, while the Z-Warriors trained together, as he not only grew attached to the boy, but saw great potential in him. This ultimately led to Gohan learning many techniques from Piccolo, as the boy started to see Piccolo as a mentor and friend. While this occurred, Kami noticed that Piccolo was changing, because most of the evil in his heart had vanished. Meanwhile, Goku finally reached King Kai's planet and adjusted to the 10 times gravity, just as he did in the original timeline. Goku's training with King Kai goes almost exactly the same, but something else is added in during the training which I will reveal later. Months pass and the Saiyans arrive on Earth, but this time they have Raditz with them, who's also become a bit stronger since the last time he was on the planet. Finally, everyone had finished their training, and these are each of their power levels. Chatsu gained the power level 1000, Yamcha gained a power level of 1500, Krillin gained a power level of 1800, Tien gained a power level of 2000, and Gohan's power levels varies between 1500 to 3000, mostly depending on his emotions. Piccolo's power level was 4000, and Goku's power level was over 8000. You see, with more people to train with, the group was able to become slightly stronger than the original story. After the Saiyans had arrived in the city, the Z-Warriors waited for them to fight, and soon Raditz, Nappa, and Vegeta came to them. Raditz checked his scouter and thought it was broken, as the group had seemingly gotten weaker since the last time he scanned the planet. This was because the group was hiding their true power from the group while waiting for Goku to arrive. As originally, Nappa plants Cybermen as he doesn't believe Raditz and just thinks that they're weak. After the Cybermen were planted, Yamcha goes first and does actually manage to beat the Cybermen, as he's slightly stronger than the original story. Piccolo gets tired of this and then gets rid of all the Cybermen with ease, as he doesn't want them getting in the way when they have to fight the Saiyans. Although they've gotten this far, the Z-Warriors can sense that Vegeta is far above them and know they have to buy time for Goku. With the Cybermen destroyed, Raditz and Nappa decide to join the fight. Raditz has grown a bit because of the trip to Earth, and his power level has rose to 3000, leaving him slightly under Nappa, who had a power level of 4000. As the Saiyans attack the group, the humans work along with Gohan to take down Raditz, as Piccolo fights with Nappa because they have the same power level. As these fights go on, even with their teamwork, Raditz is dominating the humans, as he's chosen not to underestimate them, unlike his colleagues. With Raditz winning, Chaozu blows himself up when the Saiyan's guard was down due to being distracted by the other humans. Due to having a lower power level than Nappa, this nearly knocks the Saiyan out. Enraged at Chaozu's death, Tien heads over to try and finish Raditz, but that's when Vegeta sends a blast at Tien's back, which kills him in the process. Although Vegeta didn't care for Raditz much, he knew that having Raditz would be useful for him, as he seemed to grow stronger much faster than Nappa did. So he decides to spare him with Raditz down, while Vegeta takes his place and immediately kills Yamcha, telling him that his cockiness was beginning to annoy him. On the verge of losing, Gohan tells Vegeta that if Goku were here, then he'd easily be able to beat them all. Intrigued by this, Vegeta decides to wait and gives them extra time like in the original story. While this was happening, Piccolo was winning his fight against Nappa because he is far smarter than the brute. As their fight continued, Piccolo was about ready to finish him off, but Nappa noticed that the Namekian kept looking back at some points during their match to check if Gohan was doing fine during the fight with Raditz. Knowing his weakness, Nappa yells at him, saying that even an idiot can see through him, as he launched a cowardly but powerful blast at Gohan as his guard was down, because Vegeta just told them that he would wait for Goku. Now wanting Gohan to die, Piccolo sacrifices himself and jumps in front of the blast, ultimately saving the boy like in the main story. As it seems all hope is lost, Goku arrives enraged as he just witnessed Nappa kill Piccolo after protecting his son. Goku then easily defeats Nappa, leaving him unable to move as Piccolo had already nearly defeated the Saiyan. With Nappa defeated, Vegeta kills Nappa for disobeying his order, which Raditz watched, asking why Vegeta killed him while he's on the ground. Vegeta then tells Raditz to be grateful that he didn't do the same to him. Goku saw Vegeta's ruthlessness and realized that Vegeta was on a completely different level than the other Saiyans. Goku then orders Krillin and Gohan to leave, and Goku and Vegeta move to a different location to begin their fight. Before their battle starts, Vegeta tells Goku to join him, as he was far more powerful than Raditz and even Nappa, but as we know, Goku turns down his offer and their fight begins. In the main story, Goku has to use Kaioken to keep up with Vegeta, but here, Goku enters his Wrath form and his power level goes up to 80,000, as he starts beating Vegeta easily. Vegeta knows that as he is now, he can't beat Goku, so he throws a power ball in the air and transforms into a Great Ape, as his power level increases to 180,000. With the vast difference in power, Goku is losing to Vegeta even with the speed advantage, because Vegeta has full control of himself while in the Great Ape form, meaning he's more deadly than a normal Great Ape. This leads to Goku using the Kaioken while in his Wrath form, which allows him to start delivering more powerful blows, but he noticed that it isn't enough, and is forced to use a Kaioken times 3 as Goku outpaces Vegeta and begins to beat Vegeta as he gains the upper hand. Knowing that he doesn't have much time until his body gives out, Goku remembers that when he was little, that his tail used to be his weakness. With this knowledge, Goku uses a Ki Blast attack similar to Krillin's Destructo Disc, and cuts off Vegeta's tail, which returns him to normal. Goku and Vegeta are both beginning to run low on stamina and energy from their battle, which causes Goku to also revert back all the way to his base form. But after all the power Vegeta used as a great ape, he wasn't as nearly as strong as when he first started the battle, so his power was about on par with Goku's for the moment. Goku and Vegeta then go head to head in close quarters combat as the prince is delivering powerful blows, but in the end Goku's martial arts ultimately gives him an edge over Vegeta. This means the battle ends with Vegeta retreating to his pod and Goku allowing him to escape. As the winner of the fight against Vegeta, Goku claims victory and then collapses to the ground, with his body in immense pain from overusing the Kaioken. His friends arrive to pick him up and bring him to the hospital to get him healed up. Meanwhile, the Z-Warriors have captured Raditz as Goku told them not to kill him because they could get valuable information from him. From here, the Z-Warriors learn about Namek so they can restore their friends, and even about Frieza and his empire from Raditz. With what they've learned, Gohan, Krillin, and Bulma plan to head to Namek to bring back everyone they lost with the Namekian Dragon Balls, while Goku is recovering from his fight with Vegeta. With Goku down, how will the Z-Warriors be able to bring back their friends? You'll be able to find out on part 4.